What's up, people? What's up, good people? Just got done doing my 9 hours for the day. I'm driving home. Wanted to share this conversation I had today with my mom while I was at work today. So my mom, she had put this post on Facebook. It was something about, a couple of days ago, it was something about Trump and the Epstein files, something like that, you know. And me, I like to antagonize my mom. I do. I'll be honest, I do it. So I like to antagonize my mom because my mom can't, she hates Trump. I know hate is a strong word, but my mother hates Trump. She absolutely hates that he got back into the office. But so when I called her today, I called her about something else. Then I brought up that post, and I was like, "Mom, you know I don't even care I don't care who people vote for. That's their business. So I don't care. I can't control who an individual votes for. It's not my concern. I'm not going to worry about it. But I do like to antagonize her because she hates Trump with a passion. So, dang, I know it's starting to run. Just 1 second. So, I said, Mom, one thing I hate about people these days is that a lot of individuals sit back and they think the government is going to come and save them. I don't care if you vote Republican. I don't care if you vote Independent. I don't care if you vote Democrat. None of them is coming to save any of us. While these politicians sit back and get extremely wealthy off a $150,000 a year salary for senators, congressmen, whatever. I don't know the exact salaries, but the point is, I was like, people out here struggling every day, but you can go be a career politician, make $150,000 a year, and get millions and millions of dollars. Makes no sense to me, but hey, it is what it is. But I said, a lot of people just think the government is going to save them. I said, Mom, there's people in our family right now that choose to be broke. They choose to be broke. When I went broke in 2007, me and my ex-wife, I think we were together 4 years then, because we got married in 2009. I said, Mom, when I went broke in 2007, rock bottom, with me and my ex-wife, I made a vow to myself I would never go through that again, and I would never put my soon-to-be wife through that again. And I made a promise to myself. When we got out of that situation, because we got married and we were still in that situation of working ourselves out of it. But a lot of it was because of my past actions that put us in that situation, which made me feel horrible because my soon-to-be wife had nothing to do with my past mistakes that she now had to suffer from financially. So I said, you know what? I told myself, when we get out of this, my wife will never, ever have to worry about money again in her life, as long as we're together. Because being a provider, I take that to heart. See, I believe as a man, I'm supposed to provide. I'm supposed to provide a good home for my spouse. I'm supposed to provide for my children. Even though my grandchildren are not mine, they're my son's and his wife, but I still should be in a position to where I can provide for my grandchildren if they need help. See, I strongly believe a good man should leave an inheritance for his children's children. What type of man am I if I can't provide for my family? What type of man would I be right now if either one of my children had a financial emergency and me as their father, I can't help them out? What type of man does that make me? Not a good one in my opinion. Not a good one in my opinion. So I believe as men and women, grown men and women, we have a duty to provide for our families, our spouses, our children, our grandchildren. That's our duty. If you're not in a position to provide, what are you doing? What are you doing? See, I was in that situation. My father had no money. So whenever I incurred financial issues, I could not go to my father. Couldn't go to my father. I couldn't go to my mother. They didn't have money like that. I did not want to be in a position like that as an adult. I did not want to be in a position like that as an adult. We are supposed to provide for our families. We are supposed to be in a position that we can provide for our families. And when I'm saying families, I'm talking about if you have small children, teenage children, when they become adults, I'm not saying be taken advantage of. That's not what I'm saying. So let me clarify. But if there's ever a situation to where one of your children come to you because they need your help, you as the parent, I think you should be in a position to be able to help them out. And again, I'm not saying be taken advantage of, and I'm not saying do it over and over again. But we still should be in a position to help them out. Like, my kids don't ask me for any money. My kids don't ask me for money. I can't remember the last time my kids even either one of them asked me for money. I got 2 boys, 2 girls. They're all adults. My oldest son is married. I can't remember when the last time they even asked me for money. But because of that, because they don't ever hit me up for money, I know damn well if there ever was to get into a bind, I know I'm going to help them out because they don't ask me for money. You know, that's just the type of man I am. That's the type of man I am, because the same values that I live myself with money and finances, I've instilled those same values into my children. Yeah, I believe a lot of people choose to be broke. A lot of people choose to not be in a position to where they can't provide for their families. I take providing for my family, I take that seriously. When me and my ex-wife got our money together, my ex-wife didn't want for anything. She didn't want for anything. Nothing. Whatever she wanted, she got it. I made sure of that. But that's because I'm a provider, and I take being a provider seriously. So guys, yeah, I just wanted to have that quick conversation while I'm driving home. Again, please remember to like the video, share the video, and most important, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Frank Talks Money. And with that, guys, always remember, financial decisions you make today will impact your financial life tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Frank Talks Money. I'm out here.